All right. Hey, everyone. My name is James, and welcome to the ETHDenver 2025 OS2 and Beyond talk. So I'm an engineer here at OpenSea, and the point of this talk is really to peel back the layers and peel back the curtain on OpenSea. I think some people feel like OpenSea is a little hard to, access, and I'm here to talk through the journey of OS2. So I have a little clicker, which is fun. Who am I? I'm James. I'm this beans on the top right, Jalagar on all the socials. Azuki was kind of the first NFT community I joined, and I just love the art. I love anime. I love kind of the fitness and music of this little beans, and so it really resonated with me. Grew up in San Francisco, worked in fintech and e-commerce in New York, and then got into NFTs around 2021, basically when Azuki started. And really, the kind of the juxtaposition of the finance, corporate, suit and tie, and the crazy degen Discord just really drew me in. Like, I just love the culture. I love the memes. I love, just trolling in Slack and not taking things so seriously. And so that just really drew me in during COVID. I also love kind of the art and these 10K generative PFPs and how people can really associate themselves with just a picture online. And so I really associate myself with my beans, and it's just something you don't find anywhere else. So I tried to actually quit my job. I was like, fintech is too corporate for me. Quit my job. Tried to start my own NFT project. It was like a fitness, mental health NFT project, and had a big community of a few thousand people, and everywhere, every country in the world, and it was really fun. It was just like that energy of people helping each other, people giving each other tips, and creating this community around fitness and mental health that just really excited me about the space. And I made a bunch of generative animated art, open source tools, and it was really fun. Sadly, the NFT project didn't work out, but just the potential across the board just really got me excited. And then I joined OpenSea 2.5 years ago. I first joined the Gem XYZ team. So if you know the NFT aggregator Gem, that then turned into OpenSea Pro, I helped launch that. And it was really fun to be this kind of smaller startup inside this bigger company. And I'm currently based in Los Angeles. So if anyone wants to hang out, and I love racket sports, tennis and pickleball and golf and music. So if anyone wants to hit some shows up, I'm all ears. So why did we rebuild? This is a quote from Devin, the CEO. "The NFT bull market changed us. We got too corporate, too Web 2, and let the fear of risk outweigh building for users." And so me as an engineer, I felt this. When I first joined, it was a big company. We had many layers of management. We had all these processes. You had to get your code reviewed and then do this and then do that. And you couldn't actually ship things quickly. We were afraid to ship things because users might not like it. And then the data might not back it up. And then you're just kind of stuck in kind of not shipping things or not shipping quickly enough. And so there was kind of this cultural rebuild we had to do at the company, where a big part of it also was a lot of people weren't even crypto native. They didn't care about NFTs as much as me or other people. They didn't buy NFTs. They didn't trade NFTs. They didn't even buy or trade crypto. And so that was a big kind of learning and growth that we had to do as a company. And then there was the technical rebuild that we had to do. There were a lot of technical challenges from OpenSea 1.0, we call it, and OpenSea Pro. OpenSea 1.0 was this kind of monolithic Django Postgres, the CTO calls it, this Rube Goldberg machine that just it barely works, but you're very scared to do anything. And then OpenSea Pro is this really hacky startup that we just had to get out really quickly. And so neither actually could scale to the amount of chains and volume and users that we really wanted. And there's lots of memes about that, but I think with OS2 we've fixed a lot of those memes. And then there's a lot of complexity with a marketplace, with creator studios, with a whole trust and safety, with orders and wallet and front end and back. There's a lot of complexity, and it wasn't easily decoupled in the first OpenSea. And it was slow. It was very slow to develop. It took a really long time to build things for a variety of reasons, and I think a lot of people might say you should just keep iterating on an existing system. But when you have kind of a need for a cultural rebuild and a need for a technical one, it actually makes sense just to restart. So we rebuilded. So this is the voyage of OS2. We organized into crews. So we flattened the entire org. We have about 20, 25 engineers all reporting to the CTO. We organized into what we call crews of like 6 people. And then there's a crew lead that basically leads that crew. But it's not a manager. It's someone who's really deep in the weeds, coding, building, shipping, doing product requirements. And you shift around. Sometimes it's one person, sometimes it's another person. And that sort of agileness helped us get OS2, build it basically within a year and iterate really quickly and not be kind of afraid to have these rigid team structures. And then we rewrote the entire back end and front end. So I think I'm very proud of what the team has done. I know some OpenSea people are watching online. We rebuilt everything. The back end was the biggest one. We rebuilt it entirely into Kotlin and using Kafka as our kind of message bus for an event-driven architecture. We rebuilt it using Mongo and Aurora as our database, and Kubernetes kind of as the infra layer. And the front end, we redid the entire front end, although the tech stack is actually pretty similar. We use the latest Next 15, Vercel, kind of bells and whistles, Tailwind, GraphQL, WAGMI VM, but using a shared design system component so everything looks cohesive and the same from the front end side. So that was really nice to clean up so we can build front end components faster. We have a PWA now, a mobile first kind of experience to trade and buy and sell NFTs on your phone. And there were kind of 5 leading design principles that we followed. One was velocity. So this was, can a new engineer come and actually build things quickly? Does it take weeks to onboard, or can literally someone the first week go and build and ship and post on Twitter that they shipped this thing and just have this really, really nice feedback cycle day one? And I think we did a really good job with this kind of event-driven model with this new rewrite that we've had people join and do exactly that. And that's really exciting to see. Scalability. So our whole North Star was 10x the chains, 10x the bull market traffic, 10x the orders. And we built kind of all of these different pieces so that they could scale. I think people remember kind of the bull market back in 2021, and OpenSea crashed every few days and couldn't scale. And now with OS2, we've actually had pretty stable performance the past 2 weeks since we launched. And so we're adding chains really quickly. We're doing things in a scalable way. Performance and liveness. So I think people also remember that you are at a hot mint, and the metadata is refreshing really quickly, and OpenSea, the metadata hasn't refreshed, or it's not live updating, or someone bought something and you're trying to buy something that was already bought. And so all of that kind of staleness really, really affects the user experience and just the entire kind of reputation of the company. And with OS2, we basically had kind of snappiness and liveliness and live updates as like a first class. We built everything so that stats update, activity update, orders update, your ownership updates within, we have these strict kind of SLO requirements that it has to update within 500 milliseconds or 200 milliseconds, and it's unacceptable and someone gets paged if it doesn't. So that's the kind of standard that we are hitting with OS2. And then modularity, how the different domains interact, and how basically can we have these separation of concerns between these different crews and these different areas of expertise. And then abstracted is basically can we swap out things under the hood and rewrite different areas without breaking the entire system? And we've actually done that a few times. We've rewritten parts of our stack and can just swap out pieces. And that's kind of the beauty of these microservice event-driven architectures. I already kind of mentioned the 2 main key architectures we followed loosely, I'd say. Event-driven architectures and domain-driven design, kind of the 2 buzzwords that we use internally a bunch. But it's really helped us keep things clean, keep things kind of a consistent architecture across. It's not like some people are building this monolith, some people are building this way, some people are using this technology. It's all consistent. So I'd like to say there's kind of this new energy with OpenSea and with just myself internally, is that we've ramped a lot of users up, and when we launched open beta, but with the alpha and with the private beta, we had users come into our Discord, and it's this kind of new energy internally and externally that I've felt, and that like keeps me motivated, is users come in, they basically flag a bug, someone goes in there, fixes the bug, tells them, they flag another bug or ask for a feature, we do it over and over again, and slowly people actually start to realize, oh yeah, there's actually like an engineer on the other end, there's actually someone on the other end who actually cares enough to fix the thing that I flagged. And so I love that. I've literally spent like, I don't know, like the past like 6 months in Discord. It's really been kind of addicting. And that becomes that kind of feedback flywheel where people mention features, and then they get implemented, and then they come up with something else, and then there's a big community of just NFT lovers. And we're not like an NFT project, we're not like an NFT like community, we're just the marketplace, but there's enough people in there that are just really excited about what we're building, about being a part of this future that is just really motivating. Here's just like 2 screenshots of 2 people that basically we're like, wow, OpenSea engineering team has like culturally shifted, right? We actually ship fixes and features, and we are fixing user issues at like 3 a.m. on the holiday. And that's kind of the new model that we want to follow, is that we will be there all the time to help and fix things, and not be in the place where you tag OpenSea and no one responds and your bug is kind of lost in the ether. So what did we actually ship? We shipped OS2, which is a one-stop shop for everything on-chain. So this is a little bit of a different mental model. It's your gateway to Web3, tokens, and NFTs all on one platform. So that's kind of a big shift, is that we have, basically you can buy anime coin on the Azuki collection page, which is just mind-blowing for a Azuki fanboy to do, is that you can bridge your ETH mainnet Ethereum to anime coin on a different chain. And so that's really powerful. And it's kind of these like that trend of NFT communities launching tokens that you can all do it in this cohesive ecosystem. We also have token pages where you can basically buy different trending tokens on different EVM chains. And that's something that we didn't have before as well. Multi-chain, we actually just launched Unichain NFTs like an hour ago. And we have 16 chains across, Unichain, the most recent ones being like ApeChain, Sonium, Flow, and Shape. Actually, Shape we launched 2 days ago as well. So that's kind of the cadence that we're like, all right, we're launching new chains quickly. We're not going to take months to launch one chain and fall behind. We're going to be on the forefront of some of these chains. Cross-chain purchasing. So I think a lot of us feel the kind of fragmentation of the different L2s and the different chains, and how can we keep that in one experience where I want to buy or mint a, let's just say, a Avalanche MapleStory NFT, but I don't have any ETH on that chain. I don't know what these bridging things are and stuff. I just want to buy it. I just want that NFT. And you can buy single NFTs cross-chain. And then we aggregate marketplace listings as well. We're adding more marketplaces. I already talked about the enhanced user experience with that snappiness, with that kind of live updates and freshness and everything across there. And then, of course, rewards. I think everyone knows that we launched a rewards program. We have this whole XP system, which is really fun, where we give these shipments to people for doing various activities on the app. And then we turned off kind of the liquidity rewards as we listened to the community, but that's something that we'll be revisiting. So there it is, OS2, a new OpenSea, built different. So what's the future hold? This is really just the beginning. We had to basically redo the foundations culturally and from a technological standpoint. And we're adding more chains, as I mentioned. We're adding more tokens. We are doing a bunch of cool stuff with rewards. We're going to deprecate the old systems. So if anyone is a big OpenSea lover, let me know what features are actually missing from the new platform. I will try my best to get it implemented in the next few weeks. And we need your help tag me. I'm Jalagar_ETH or at Jalagar in Discord. And just want to give a huge shout out to the OpenSea team. People were working like ridiculous sprint hours to get this out. And I'm really, really happy and proud of what the team has done. So yeah, I'm a face to OpenSea. You can tag me whenever. You can come find me. I'll be hanging out. We have an event tomorrow night as well. So yeah, thank you, everyone.